lambat masuk ni kan, Kai. Okay, saya teruskan untuk yang hari Isnin itu saya dah terangkan berkenaan dengan karakteristik of business ownership, iaitu kita ada sole proprietorship, partnership, limited liability partnership, private limited company and public limited company. Dan seterusnya saya dah terangkan kepada kamu registration procedure for business ownership, requirement in starting a business, dan kita ada various way to start a business, yang kita boleh cara yang kita boleh guna, cara yang kita boleh nak start a business, seperti establish a new business, buying an existing business and running a franchise. Okay. Dan untuk hari ini saya nak teruskan dengan business support system. Okay, type of business support system in Malaysia, dari segi financial, marketing, technical and technology support. Kita ada management and entrepreneurship training, research and project recognition. Okay, so untuk business support system hari ini saya nak terangkan. Okay, sekejap. Oh, sekejap saya tunjukkan video dulu. Lupa hari tu tak tengok video. How to buy an existing business, franchise. Lupa lagi nak record. Okay. Okay, saya share dulu. Kita lihat. Ni cara kita nak buka bisnes untuk franchise.
The next time you pull up to the drive-thru, you may not know it, but you're part of a business model that's fraught with turmoil. The model's called franchising, and it's spreading. Maybe you've heard the phrase fast food franchise, but do you really know what it means or how it works? You might be surprised by how franchising is affecting your community and the whole economy. We're talking way more than burgers and fries. On one side, the company decides it has a good result. It wants to expand, but it doesn't want to run all the new locations. It's not familiar enough with those places. It might be short on money for the expansion, and it doesn't want to employ a bunch of local workers. And the company wants the person in charge of each location to be someone special, someone with skin in the game. On the other side is that special person. She wants to start a business. She knows the local market. She has some money to invest or can qualify for a loan. But not enough to buy culture, fix it up, file or equipment, and maybe not enough for much marketing. She might not know the industry very well and would rather not go it alone. So, decides to make a deal. The company gives its new franchisee what she needs to hit the ground running. She takes the company's training course and pays an initial fee for the franchise. The franchise model depends on a good brand. That means more than anything, consistency. If it's fast food, you'll see the same thing at every drive-thru window. Cashiers wearing the same logo, menus offer food, all prepared in the same way. The customers remain loyal to the brand, no matter where they go. What protects the brand is the franchise agreement. The rules for a franchisee might cover everything from operating hours to where to buy supplies. The agreement also requires the franchisee to pay royalties, typically 5 to 10% of the location sales. But there's no guarantee a franchise will flourish. Franchisees go belly up about as often as unfranchised owners. Still, many franchisees manage to hang on. Some do well, even open other locations. The company and its franchisees don't always see eye to eye. The company might impose a higher royalty. It might limit any flexibility in finding supplies and setting prices. The franchisee can start to feel overburdened. But if she doesn't sign on and follow the rules, the company might take over the franchise. She might lose her business. For the company's part, it has reasons to write rules and enforce them. Making all franchisees buy from the same supplier can help bring down costs, and higher fees can fund more advertising. The company also wants its franchisees to follow standard rules. Freeloading on the brand is not allowed. Franchise employees, the folks who work behind the cash register, let's say, they're not known for earning big bucks, but economists disagree about why. Some blame the wages and work conditions on the industries where franchising has taken off, where competition is cutthroat and the jobs are low skilled. Other economists blame low wages on the franchise model itself. When a company franchises, they point out, it's adding extra owners. That means more people taking slices of the pie, so there's more pressure to cut costs, like wages, and this leaves less money for the workers. There's another debate about franchising, how it affects the economy. One side claims the model has proven itself more efficient. That can mean lower prices for consumers and more consumption, so more production and more jobs. The other side claims that franchising leaves the workers with less money for buying stuff. And that means less consumption, less production, and fewer jobs. We'll let the experts be fighting about that. One thing is clear though. This way of doing business, the franchise model, it's spreading. Gas stations, car dealerships, restaurants, convenience stores, hotels, eyewear retailers, cap services, childcare centers, legal services, news media, janitorial services, home healthcare, dry cleaners, salons, house cleaning, IT support, carpet cleaning, pet supplies, hardware store.
Okay. Itu adalah how franchise work ataupun macam mana kamu nak buka bisnes yang berkaitan dengan franchise. All the kalau kamu lihat ni banyak perkara lah yang perlu kita tahu, di mana untuk franchise ni dia control price, lepas tu dia ada specific suppliers, okay, then dia higher royalties kat situ, then kita banyak perkara lah yang perlu kita ikut dia punya rules dia, okay. Okay, kita lihat.
Everyone, I'm Bianca Prakash, Senior Staff Writer of Panera. If you're looking to start a business, you know that you don't necessarily need to start from scratch. Buying an existing business can give you a head start over competitors and get you quickly started in business. We're going to explain exactly
Okay, ni how to buying an existing business.
how to buy a business in 8 steps. Starting with step 1, figure out what type of business you want to buy. Hundreds of businesses are up for sale at any time. More than 20,000 businesses changed hands in 2018 alone, so there's definitely no shortage of opportunities when you're looking to buy an existing company. We recommend buying a business in an industry where you have some experience because that increases the expensive, but you can run the business successfully. For instance, if you've worked for years at a restaurant as a chef, maybe it's time to finally own a restaurant of your own. Or maybe you're a personal trainer and have always dreamed of opening your own.
Boleh dengar tak suara dia cakap?
Dengar puan.
Yes, okay. Thank you, Zafran. Mine.
In those cases, the transition to becoming a business owner would be pretty seamless, and you have the knowledge to spot fatal flaws in any prospective business. Step 2 is to search for businesses that are up for sale.
Okay, ini step-step untuk buying an existing business. Step 2, search for business that are for sale.
If you've been in an industry for a number of years, you'll often hear about potential sales by word of mouth. You might also just be walking around your neighborhood and see a business for sale sign. You can also find businesses for sale through a business broker or through a business for sale website such as BizBuySell. BizBuySell.com is the largest online marketplace for business sales. You can choose from multiple business types, and you can also filter by location and budget. Step 3 is to understand why a business is up for sale. As you're shopping around for a business to buy, you should understand why it's actually for sale. In many cases, business owners put their company on the market because they are retiring, they can't manage the business financially or from a time standpoint, or simply because they're moving on to other things. However, there are some things about a business that can't be turned around. For instance, if the business is a retail shop but is located on a very quiet street, you'll have difficulty bringing in sufficient foot traffic into your store knowing what you do in a terminal. So in that case, you probably want to pass on the business and consider other options. Step 4 in buying a business is to narrow in on the business you want to buy. Up until now, just like when you're on the market for a new car or a new house, you probably have multiple businesses that you're interested in and considering. Now it's time to hone in on your options more closely and choose a business that matches your budget, goals, and resources. You'll need to take an initial assessment of what you want to change about this business and the amount of time and resources that this will take. For instance, if the business currently has 1 employee and you're envisioning a 10-person business, that would take you significantly. Similarly, if you want to bring technical changes to a business but lack technical skills yourself, you'll either need to learn those skills or bring on someone with the necessary technical know-how. Hiring a business broker at this stage can be really, really helpful because businesses often have expertise in facilitating sales in particular industries, and they can bring invaluable insider knowledge. You should also hire an accountant who will help you go through the business's financials and a lawyer to help you in future negotiations. Step 5 is to do your due diligence. You'll probably hear the phrase due diligence a lot during the process of buying a business. Well, this is just a fancy term for finding out anything and everything that you can about the business now so that there are no surprises later once you're the owner. During due diligence, your accountant will go through the business's tax returns, balance sheet, profit and loss statement, and other financial documents. Your lawyer should also check organizational documents and business licenses to make sure everything is on the legal up and up for the business. During this stage, you're likely to be looking at a lot of confidential information, such as customer lists of the company. That means that the current owner will probably expect you to sign a non-disclosure agreement where you promise not to reveal this information to anyone else. Step 6 is to evaluate the price of the business. One of the most complicated parts of buying an existing business is figuring out how much the business is worth. Obviously, you need to come to a price that is fair both for the buyer and for the seller, and that can be challenging. Remember that an existing business comes with a lot of things already in place, and that might include staff, equipment, marketing collateral, and more. Now, there are multiple ways to price the value of a business, and that could be its own video. Some people base the price on historical or projected earnings. proving the value of the business's tangible and intangible assets like intellectual property, and others based on how comparable businesses in the same area and in the same industry have sold for a reason. The best approach is often to hire a business valuation specialist who will assess the business's value using multiple methods and help you negotiate with the seller. Step 7 in buying a business is to get the capital you need. If you're lucky, you might have enough money saved up to buy the business fully in cash, but most buyers need some kind of financial assistance. You can use debt financing, bring on a partner to divide up the costs, or even sell company stock to employees to get the cash you need. Another option is seller financing, where the seller will extend you a loan to buy the business. And the last step of buying the business is to close the deal. During this stage, you want to have all the paperwork signed and officially transfer ownership of the business over to you. The bill of sale proves the actual sale of the business and transfer of assets. There are also certain tax forms that you'll need to complete, such as IRS Form 8594, and you might have to notify local tax authorities about the sale under bulk sale laws. So make sure you understand the requirements in your state and locality. And those are 8 steps to buying a business. We hope these make you feel more confident on your journey to entrepreneurship. For more small business insights, head over to fundera.com/blog and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos. Thanks, everyone.
Okay, satu video lagi.
Good morning again. Howard Wayland here. We're going to talk today about buying an existing business. Now, this is basically a starter promo, so it really buying a business is a lot more detail, but to give you kind of information to understand the concepts of buying a business as a potential opportunity. Many pros and cons. Let's start with the pros. The business already has a set of existing customers who do business with it, hopefully on a continuing basis. That's an important process. In marketing, you'll find out that a customer is much more apt to return to the company it does business with and start doing business with a new one. So having a built-in group of customers that you're already doing business with makes it much more potential for success because you're not having to struggle to get the customers to you. Also, everything is already set up to operate. You don't have to spend all your time creating procedures, calling for new vendors to deliver certain products or services for you. It's already there. You can add more, let some go, etc. But the key is that everything is set to operate and you don't have to spend your time there. You can concentrate on selling and understanding the needs of your business customer and then providing them with the service and products that they need. Experienced workers. The people already working for the company already know how to do it. They can assist you in that transition, and they may not have written rules on how to do the items that
Kalau for kalau kita buying an existing company ni, dia ada pro and con dia. Okay, dari segi pro dia, memanglah existing company ni dia dah ada customer kan. Okay, then everything is set up to operate. Maksudnya dah ada dah. Maksudnya kalau kamu beli company, contohnya kamu beli kilang tu dah everything is set up dah. Then dah operate dah. Then kamu tinggal lagi untuk sambung je dia punya service, dia punya dia punya perjalanan ataupun dia punya business dia. Okay, dan dia pun has experienced workers. Sudah memang ada workers dah kita beli. Then establish contract with vendor. Dia dah ada dah vendor-vendor untuk membekalkan dia punya bahan-bahan mentah. Tapi dari segi control dia adalah could have hidden liabilities. kan, mungkin mempunyai hutang kan. You buy the earning and the product when purchased. Okay, and higher relative cost and could have undisclosed issues. Okay, so kita tengok yang seterusnya. Okay. So kalau kita nak beli, kita kena lihatlah dari segi stock purchase. Okay, buy the company as an entity. Okay, done mostly in franchise or for operation when current contract is in place that you are required for continuation, more risky. Okay, kat situ. Then buy the asset. Okay, buy the asset only including all trademark and patent. Okay, dia akan kurangkan risiko kat situ lah. Then kamu kena investigating and evaluating available business. Okay, due diligence, the exercise of prudence such as would be expected, okay, of a reasonable person in the careful evaluation of business opportunity. Okay, kat situ relying on professional. Yang tu kita kena semak lah dengan professional, maksudnya kita kena tanya sama ada accountant, attorney ataupun ada experience business owners. Memang agak risky lah sebenarnya kalau kita nak beli existing company ni. Okay. Okay, find out why the business is for sale. Kenapa orang tu nak jual? Contohnya, kenapa Najihah dia nak jual dia punya business dia? Kan? Mesti ada something wrong. So kita kena check dahulu, finding out. Okay. Kita first memanglah kita dapatkan reason daripada owner kan. Okay. Mungkin kat situ owner's reason for selling sama ada dia old age or illness kan, ataupun desire to relocate in a different section of the country, decision to accept a position with another company, ataupun unprofitability of the business, loss of an exclusive sale franchise, ataupun maturing of the industry and lack of growth potential. Okay. Kat sini dia nyatakan beware of seller who may have cooked the books to make the business more attractive. So kita kena jangan pandang dia punya luaran saja okay. Dan seterusnya kita kena examining the financial data. Kena lihatlah dia punya data-data kewangan dia. Tak boleh simply terus nak berminat terus nak beli. So kita kena review financial statement and tax return for the past 3 years to 5 years. Okay, kena lihat dari segi financial statement dia antara 3 hingga 5 tahun terkemudian. Okay, ke belakang recognize the financial data can be misleading dari segi asset overvalued, expenses overstated ataupun understated, income underreported ataupun unrecord debt, hutang-hutang dan semua. Then adjust asset valuation to reflect the true state of the business. Okay, semua kena ambil kira kat situ. Then kita kena lihat dari segi asset based valuation dia, dari segi market comparable valuation, cash flow based valuation. Ni semua kena ambil kira lah. Okay. Then kita lihat yang terakhir dari segi non-quantitative factor in valuing a business. Okay, so dari segi competition. Contohnya bila kita nak beli butik kan, butik pakaian. Okay, so kita kena lihatlah mungkin di sekeliling kita tu ada tak competition yang butik-butik pakaian yang lain. Macam contohnya Britney nak beli butik daripada kawan dia, daripada Nurul Najihah. So kena make sure lah dekat dari segi competition dekat situ, kalau dah ada 4-5 butik yang jual lebih kurang pakaian yang sama, so kompetitor kita terlalu ramai kat kawasan tu. So tak sesuai untuk kita beli company tersebut. Okay, dari segi market. Okay, dari segi future community development. Mungkin kita lihat, wah nanti akan ada community development kat situ, akan dibina institut pengajian tinggi ke, ataupun sekolah, ataupun dekat situ akan dibina pasaraya dan sebagainya. So yang tu pun kena ambil kira. Dan kita lihat dari segi legal commitment, union contract, building, product price, semua kena ambil kira. Okay. Then last one adalah dari segi negotiate and closing the deal. Okay, bila semua kita dah ambil kira, kita dah faham dan kita dah puas hati, so kita kena negotiate lah. Then kena lihat kat situ term of purchase dia dari segi asset purchase of all total entity, dari segi indemnification clause, payment in full or partial payment over time, closing the sale. Okay, bila kita nak closing the sale, base handled by a third party. Okay, yang ini kita tak boleh simply kita saja yang uruskan. So kita kena cari third party, contohnya dari segi kita cari peguam dan sebagainya untuk menguruskan kita punya urusan jual beli. Okay, so kita boleh lihat kat situ dari segi bill of sale, tax certification, payment to seller agreement and guarantees. Kebiasaan ni peguam yang akan uruskan. Okay, so settle. Okay, ingat satu lagi video.
There's no question about it. McDonald's is the most successful restaurant in the history of the world. The company isn't worth millions, but billions, nearly 150 billion. And that number keeps.
Okay, McDonald's ni one of company apa? Jenis apa?
Franchise.
Betul-betul Zafran, Iman. Okay.
Climbing every day. Back in the 1950s, the man who would eventually turn McDonald's into an international powerhouse, Ray Kroc, had a lot of big ideas for the restaurant, but perhaps his biggest idea can be summed up in a single word.
Franchise. Franchise, 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 franchise.
The food at McDonald's has always sold like hotcakes, but once the restaurant started franchising, the world began eating up the brand. So it's not surprising that for decades, entrepreneurs have been flocking to the Golden Arches with dreams of opening their own McDonald's. But being a franchise owner isn't as easy or profitable as you might think. For starters, buying into a McDonald's franchise is expensive, and if prospective franchisees want to get a piece of the pie, they'll have to bring some heavy coin to the table. According to Business Insider, the initial investment is between $1 million and $2.2 million. That price tag is pretty broad, but McDonald's notes that these costs are based on a restaurant's location and size. Long story short, it's going to cost a lot more to buy a McDonald's franchise in San Francisco than it is in Saginaw, Michigan. Before you take the plunge with Mickey D's and start your own franchise, keep in mind that 40% of that initial investment must be cash or non-borrowed assets. Whether it's McDonald's or other fast food restaurants, franchise owners can do pretty well, at least once they get past their initial investment hurdle. According to Business Insider, the average McDonald's restaurant takes in around $2.7 million a year in sales. That may not be quite as high as other well-known eateries such as Chick-fil-A or Panera Bread, but it's still pretty good. Of course, some McDonald's franchise owners are going to make more than others, but most franchisees pull in an estimated yearly profit of roughly $150,000. However, after $2.7 million in sales, a profit of $150,000 isn't even 6%. Once you deduct the price of supplies, food, payroll, and about a dozen other costs handed down by the corporation, that's what an average franchise owner is left with. The franchise system has been a major reason for Ronald and his company to celebrate since the 1950s, and it's actually how McDonald's makes a significant portion of its profit. Plus, franchise owners have historically brought a lot more than money to the table by contributing some of the company's most important innovations.
The Big Mac, the fillet of fish, even the drive-through concept were all developed by franchisees working within the McDonald's framework.
So, while McDonald's franchise owners can make a six-figure salary through their restaurant, the McDonald's Corporation is making much, much more. It all starts with the $45,000 franchise fee that owners pay. Then there's the never-ending monthly service fee that takes 4% of a location's gross sales. After that, franchisees pay a rental fee each month, which works out to be an average of around 10.7% of sales. So basically, McDonald's franchise owners are forking over 15% of their sales every month to the Mickey D's machine. This system is extremely profitable for the Golden Arches, so much so that only around 5% of the McDonald's locations on the planet are owned by the company. The rest are franchise operations that are paid for upfront by the franchise owner. According to Reader's Digest, McDonald's raked in $27.4 billion in revenue in 2014, and how that breaks down is pretty telling. $9.2 billion of the revenue was from franchise locations, and $18.2 billion was attributed to company-owned locations. On the surface, it sounds like the company-owned locations are the real moneymakers, but that's simply not the case. The cost of running a business, especially a restaurant, can really cut into its profits. At the end of the day, McDonald's only keeps around 16% of the revenue its company-owned stores make, but it keeps 82% of the revenue franchisees pay out to it. That all adds up to megabucks for Mickey D's. So while owning a franchise should put plenty of food on your table, the McDonald's Corporation will take a huge bite out of your bottom line.
It's like they don't care if you make money as long as they make money. What the corporation does that?
Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more mashed videos about your favorite restaurants are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss us.
Okay. So settle untuk various way to start a business. So kita dah lihat apa yang dikatakan dengan existing business, franchise, okay, new business. Okay, kita teruskan. Masih lagi topik 2. Business support system. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Okay, kita refer slide pula. Dia nampak slide saya. Okay, for business support system. Okay, di sini at the end of this class, okay, di mana justify the resource of capital for entrepreneurship activity. Dari segi fund apa yang kita boleh dapat untuk personal fund ke, family and friend ke, ataupun bank and other financial institution. Okay, kita lihat. Okay, source of capital for entrepreneurship. Okay, source of capital ni maksudnya apa? Dari segi sumber modal kan? Okay, sumber modal kita. Kalau kita nak buka bisnes, Najihah, kan? Contohnya kamu nak buat bisnes online, kamu nak jual tudung. Okay, tudung kamu tu kamu ambil dari supplier secara kecil-kecilan lah, ambil sikit-sikit. So takkanlah kamu nak terus buat bisnes kamu tu, kamu buat pinjaman bank, betul tak? So of course kita dari personal fund kita sendiri, okay? Kalau tak cukup mungkin kita akan minta pinjaman dari family and friend ataupun Bila dah bisnes kita dah berkembang, kita dah buka, contohnya kamu buka butik untuk tudung sendiri, barulah mungkin kamu akan apply for bank loan ataupun ada financial institution. Okay. As entrepreneur, think about start a business. Okay. They used to think about the source of capital, convert ideas and innovation into product and service concept. Okay. The most obvious of this include inilah personal fund. Okay. Okay, apa yang dikatakan dengan personal fund? Depending on how much cash you need and how much you have. Okay, apa yang ada dalam poket kita? Itu yang dikatakan kita punya personal fund. Okay, you may find that using personal fund in the best option. Okay, over 50% of small business, okay, start up finance with personal fund. Okay, maksudnya dalam bank kamu contoh ada 50,000. Itu adalah kamu punya duit, kan? Duit kamu yang untuk the best option untuk kamu memulakan perniagaan. Ada 10,000, 10,000 lah. Ada 5,000, 5,000 lah. Okay, itu adalah the best option. Sebabnya kamu tak berhutang dengan siapa-siapa. Betul tak, Sharifah Nadra? Kan? Bila kita guna sumber kewangan sendiri ni, kita tak berhutang dengan siapa-siapa. Kalau kita rugi, kita tak perlu bayar hutang. Kalau kita untung, berganda-ganda kita punya duit. Betul tak? Case kalau kamu pinjam pada orang, kamu rugi, kamu dah menanggung hutang. Kan? Nak kena bayar hutang kat orang lagi. Okay. So, seterusnya, kita pinjamlah dari family and friend members might be the most lenient investor. Pinjam tu bukan apa, dia jadi kita punya investor. Kan? Okay. Dia invest dalam kita punya company. Contoh Najihah tadi, dia nak buka butik. So, friend dia dengan family dia, dia invest. Okay, contohnya family dia invest 10,000, kawan-kawan dia invest orang 5,000. So dapatlah berapa puluh ribu kat situ. Kan? Okay, they don't tend to make you place your house and they might even agree to sell their interest in your company back to you for a nominal return. Okay? So kalau katalah rugi, tak adalah kamu punya rumah tu tergadai ke dan sebagainya, kan? Sebab pinjam daripada kawan-kawan dan keluarga, at least dia ada consideration lah kat situ, kan? Okay, dan kat situ dia mungkin ada budi bicara untuk dia, kamu bayar semula secara ansuran, kan? Sikit-sikit. Okay. Seterusnya kita ada bank and other financial institution. Kalau di sini, bank are the straightforward source of fund, kan? Boleh buat pinjaman bank. Many offer small business loan if you have already started your business. Okay, they provide short, mid or long term financing. Kan? Kita boleh buat pinjaman bank and they finance all asset need including work capital, equipment and real estate. Okay. Business plan and a percent guaranteed need. Kat sini, kalau kita nak buat pinjaman bank, kita kena buat business plan lah. Apa perancangan bagi kita punya business tersebut, dan memerlukan personal guarantee dah kat situ. Okay, agak leceh lah kalau kita nak buat pinjaman bank ni. Then the government can also help. Ada kita tak semestinya kita buat pinjaman pada bank, kita ada financial institution. Contohnya MARA, lagi pelbagai lah, banyak institution kat luar, the government punya institution, SME Corp dan sebagainya. Okay, yang di bawah di bawah government yang memberi pinjaman kewangan untuk kita memulakan perniagaan, especially yang nak set up bisnes kecil-kecilan ni. Okay, there are many different funding resource, there are many different funding source as well as to give assistance with the legal and administrative aspect of starting your business. Jangan pula pergi pinjam dekat Alung ataupun pinjaman wang berlesen konon-kononnya, kan. So yang tu membahayakan kamu lah. Okay. Okay. Apa jua pinjaman yang kita kita apply, semua dia memerlukan kita kena follow the procedure. Okay. Then, okay, seterusnya okay, for business support system ni refer to the assistance and service given. Tak semestinya support system kita kata pinjaman kewangan je. Tak, ya. Ada pelbagai support system untuk our business. Okay, given by the government or private agencies to help entrepreneurs to start a new business or develop an existing one. Okay, first kita ada financial institution. Tadi kalau macam kita tak mencukupi apa kita punya modal, kita boleh buat pinjaman, okay, ataupun kita boleh minta pandangan pada financial institution macam mana kita nak menangani kekurangan modal. Okay, seterusnya kita ada management and entrepreneurship, apa dari segi support system for management, pengurusan, kan. Seterusnya kita ada support system untuk teknologi. Contohnya apa? Adik dia nak buka ladang apa? Apa tu? Ladang penternakan lembu. Dia tak tahu macam teknologi terkini macam mana nak menguruskan ladang ternak lembu ni secara komersial yang menggunakan teknologi supaya dia less dia punya less dia punya kaki tangan staff dia. So dia lebih banyak gunakan teknologi kan. Sekarang kita ada IoT dan sebagainya. So dia nak gunakan teknologi. So dia boleh cari business support system untuk teknologi. Untuk dia dapat khidmat nasihat. Teknologi apa yang sesuai untuk dia gunakan. Kan? Dan dari segi location pun ada juga marketing, research and project identification and information. Okay. Nanti kita tengok satu-satu. Okay, seterusnya kita lihat dulu apa business support system untuk financial institution. Okay, financial institution include bank, credit union and asset management firm. Okay, these institutions are responsible for distributing financial resources in a planned way to the potential user. So di sini institusi-institusi ini dia bertanggungjawab untuk mengagihkan financial resource, okay, to the potential user. Macam kamu lah, kalau kamu nak buka business, tak semestinya kamu nak kena pergi pinjam bank. Kamu boleh juga cari institusi-institusi yang ada sumber untuk mengagihkan sumber kewangan ni kepada dia beri peluang kepada IKS industri kecil ataupun untuk businessman yang baru nak memulakan perniagaan ni. So kena cari, kena tahu. Okay, to provide funding to start a business or implement a business. To provide financing with no interest and low interest rate. Sebab itulah kita tahu sumber-sumber yang kita boleh dapat untuk pinjaman ni. So dia boleh provide yang tak ada interest pun. Kan kadang bank dia lebih tinggi kan. Ataupun agrobank, contoh agrobank pun dia support untuk untuk peniaga-peniaga ataupun businessman yang baru nak memulakan perniagaan with no interest ataupun low interest rate. Okay? Then to provide loan facilities, overdraft, lease and hire purchase. Okay. Okay, ni adalah jenis-jenis institution financial facilities. First kita ada agensi kalau kita nak buat perniagaan, contohnya tadi adik kata nak buat perniagaan pertanian contohnya. So perniagaan pertanian ataupun pedestrian kamu boleh pergi cari dekat MIDF. Apa itu MIDF? Kena cari apa itu MIDF. MARA, Bank Pengguna Malaysia, Agrobank, Bank Industri Malaysia. Ni boleh lihat agensi-agensi ni. Okay, kalau pembiayaan semula kredit, okay, kamu boleh cari syarikat jaminan semula kredit, Export Berhad, Bank Perdagangan ataupun agensi kewangan. Okay, kalau berbagai skim jaminan, syarikat jaminan kredit Malaysia. Kalau kamu nak jalankan program jenis program pembangunan luar bandar, boleh juga refer pada Kementerian Pembangunan Luar Bandar, dia ada dana dia. Okey. Seterusnya kalau kamu nak buat pembiayaan berkenaan dengan tabung usahawan baru, so MITI Kementerian Perdagangan Antarabangsa Industri MITI, dia ada tawarkan financial facilities ni. Okey. Sebenarnya banyak lagi itu yang listed tu memang antara yang berkenaan lah. Okay. Okay, seterusnya. Okay, yang pertama tadi financial institution, yang kedua kita ada management and entrepreneurship training. Okay. Tak semestinya kamu nak buat business support system ni kamu nak buat pinjaman je. Tapi tak sama juga. Kalau katalah adik, dia tak ada langsung pengalaman untuk menguruskan dia punya business. Okay, so dia boleh pergi dekat business support system untuk management and entrepreneurship training. Dia boleh pergi training dulu. Kan adik? Okay, apa peranan dia? Offering course and training on the systematic management of financial. Okay, quality control, sales, marketing and layout. Okay. Seterusnya dia offering course to increase entrepreneurial. Okay. Offering course in entrepreneurship awareness. Dia offering job training. Train entrepreneurs to have high skill in the field of effort and knowledgeable in the field of management. Yang last one adalah to provide encouragement and support in order to improve the business. Okay. And agencies yang involved dengan management and entrepreneur training ni, kita ada MEDEC, iaitu Pusat Pembinaan Usahawan Malaysia. ICDU, kita ada MARA, PDPN, kita ada MARDI, ada SIRIM, dan sebenarnya banyak lagi ya. Seterusnya, next kita ada teknologi pula. Business support system kita dari segi teknologi ataupun technical assistant. Macam tadi adik dia nak ternak, dia nak buka ladang penternakan lembu. Okay, teknologi apa yang dia perlukan? So dekat sini lah. Kenapa kita perlu cari business support system untuk teknologi ni? To increase the technical knowledge. Kan adik dia tak tahu apa ni tentang macam mana nak uruskan ni untuk menggunakan teknologi. So dia kena carilah agensi-agensi yang menawarkan teknologi untuk increase the technical knowledge. Okay, available among the entrepreneurs to attend the education provided. Okay. Entrepreneur can learn about the latest technology, especially in the areas of manufacturing and management. Okay. Then usually served by skilled staff and trained to use modern tools from within and outside the country. Kebiasaannya kalau teknologi ni memang yang dikendalikan ataupun diuruskan oleh staff yang ada skill lah kan. Yang mempunyai kepakaran. Okay. Dan dia akan melatih kita pula. Ataupun kalau kita nak bawa staff kita untuk untuk belajar tentang teknikal ataupun belajar tentang teknologi terkini dan sebagainya, kita boleh hantar staff kita pergi kursus di situ. Okay. Then the transfer of modern technology is very important in order to create a culture of effectiveness in line with national economic development. Okay. Okay, untuk teknologi ni apa yang agensi-agensi yang terlibat? Banyak ni. Okay, kita ada SIRIM, MARA, MARDI, PORIM, FRIM, JKJ, Jabatan Perkhidmatan Haiwan, Kementerian Pendidikan, Pusat Latihan Belia, Higher Education Institution. Dan kamu juga macam Politeknik, College Community pun menawarkan teknologi support system untuk agensi ataupun bisnes yang nak set up pada bisnes ni yang nak set up bisnes ni. Okay. Seterusnya kita lihat untuk infrastructure pula ataupun location and premise for business support system. Okay, kenapa kita perlu cari support system untuk menentukan kita punya infrastructure ataupun location ataupun premise? Mungkin kita nak buka company kita tu tak sesuai, kat situ tak strategik. So kita kena cari agencies yang boleh provide ataupun boleh bagi advice pada kita. Okay, provide site preparation service in accordance or agreement with the pattern of business location. Business or enterprise will be developed. Okay, mungkin kita nak buka dekat Kulem High Tech contohnya, kita punya kilang. Adakah kesesuaian kilang tersebut? Contoh adik tadi nak buka ladang ternak lembu dekat Kulem High Tech. Adakah ada kesesuaiannya dekat situ? So kita kena tanyalah balik agensi yang terlibat, adakah sesuai? Kan? Okay. So they assist in reducing the problem of retail space and industrial site in the area of strategy and practical. Okay. Agencies yang kebiasaannya yang terlibat adalah MARA, UDA, UDA, SEED, State Economic Development Corporation lah. Ni agensi-agensi yang terlibat lah. Then, okay, kita ada marketing assistant pula. Okay, untuk apa ni? Business support system untuk marketing assistant ni, will provide support service to help distribute marketing. Marketing ni apa? Pemasaran. Saidish, betul tak? Marketing untuk pemasaran. Okay, so bila kita dah ada produk, kita nak pasarkan produk, kita tak tahu nak pasarkan macam mana, kamu kena carilah business support system ni yang berkaitan dengan dia provide marketing assistant. Okay, provide support service to help distribute and market their product locally and international. Contohnya, okay, kamu cari kamu buat produk apa okay, kamu ada produk kilang nenas, perusahaan produk yang berasaskan nenas kan, ni nenas dalam tin lah, air nenas, jus nenas dan sebagainya. Kamu dah buat produk ni, tapi kamu tak tahu nak pasarkan kat mana. So peranan marketing assistant ni lah. Okay, dia akan help you to distribute and market your product locally ataupun internationally. Sebab tu kita ada pameran-pameran ataupun expo. Yang tu lah untuk peranannya untuk bantu memasarkan kamu punya produk. Then to promote marketing and export of local product. Okay, create a marketing network. Kat situ lah kamu boleh jumpa orang-orang ataupun business-business yang lain yang boleh support, yang boleh jadi kamu punya network, marketing network kamu. Okay, creating outlet and agencies and expanding the local market. Okay, agencies yang terlibat, MITI, Pharma, Pernas Edah, ni part of agensi lah sebenarnya banyak lagi. Matrade, Nihas, Kareneka, Besta, distributor, ni semua ni lah. Okay. Then kita ada research and development. Okay, untuk business support system kita, there are several agencies existing entrepreneur in conducting research and development. Okay, among the research conduct a project feasibility studies. Researchnya kita buat penyelidikan dan pembangunan untuk produk kita. Okay, kat situ mungkin kita kena buat project feasibility study, marketing research and technology related studies. Kan, mungkin tadi kita nak buat produk, kita ada kilang nenas, kita nak buat produk apa berdasarkan nenas. So tadi kita nak buat jus nenas contohnya, kita nak buat nenas dalam tin. So kita kena buat research dulu kan, kena buat project study dulu. So kat sinilah peranan research and development. Okay, example of agencies yang involved, MADI, SIRIM, Institute of Higher Education, Pharma, MIDF. Okay, last one. Kita ada information atau extension and advisory service. Okay. Di sini kita ada extension service are offered by agencies such as essential service ni. Okay, such as MITI, MARDI, SIRI, MIDA, and NPC to ensure the implementation of proposed project. Okay, these are service normally given as a follows to the entrepreneurship development program. Okay, so kita dah habis untuk keseluruhan untuk kita punya business support facilities in Malaysia. Okay, saya ada aktiviti. Okay, dalam aktiviti yang saya akan letak dekat dalam apa benda tu? Google Classroom. Nanti kamu buat by group yang sama macam topik 1 sebelum ni. Okay, then group yang sama, tapi nanti kamu buat dalam buat guna slide, PowerPoint slide, save as PDF, dan bila submit, setiap orang perlu submit dekat platform masing-masing. Okay, walaupun buat dalam group, tapi setiap orang perlu submit menggunakan platform masing-masing. Submit tu kamu save as PDF dulu convert dulu kepada PDF, sebab kalau dalam PowerPoint tu dia agak susah kalau saya nak buka tu, nak kena convert dulu. So kalau bentuk PDF masuk dalam Google Classroom tu lebih mudah. Okay, so di sini saya akan letakkan dalam letakkan dalam Google Classroom list function of support agencies in Malaysia. Saya akan list down. Okay, tugas kamu adalah setiap grup pilih dua agencies. Setiap grup tak boleh sama lah. Okay, pilih 2 agencies. Okay, dan explain the function of agencies tersebut. Okay, explain lah sama ada dia adalah berkaitan dengan untuk teknologi ataupun untuk financial. Okay, untuk apa kan yang kita dah bincangkan tadi untuk ni lah tadi. Adakah dia merupakan financial institution ataupun adakah dia merupakan teknologi business support system ataupun adakah dia merupakan marketing business support system. Lepas tu kena terangkanlah dia punya detail agencies tersebut. Okay, dia tempat dekat mana apa semua. Mungkin dalam 4-5 slide lah. Yeah. Faham Najihah? Yankai? Stylish?
Bila due date puan?
Okay, saya bagi sehingga Isnin lah. Ini baru hari Khamis kan? Isnin. Isnin tu dah ada. Kamu letak je dekat dalam Google Classroom. Satu grup, pilih 2. Ini tak banyak ni. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Ataupun kalau tak ada yang dalam list yang saya listkan nanti dekat dalam Google Classroom tu, kamu boleh pilih selain pada dalam list tu, dia merupakan function untuk support system yang macam mana. Tak ada masalah. Mungkin selain daripada dalam list tu. Okay boleh okay.
Kena present ke puan?
Tak ada present, kamu hantar je terus. Hantar je.
Baik.
Tak perlu present, cuma buat tu dalam presentation slide. Lebih mudah. Okay. Sekejap mana dia? Stop sharing dulu. Okay. Okay, nanti saya letakkan dalam Google Classroom. Kamu boleh refer lah. Saya buatnya petang ni. Cuba tengok. Nanti kamu satu grup 3 orang atau 4 orang, bahagikan dengan kawan-kawan. Jangan buat seorang-seorang. Okay, Habis Daya, make sure bahagikan dengan kawan-kawan. Discuss dengan kawan-kawan. Ataupun kamu nak cari seorang-seorang, nanti minta kawan kamu tolong buat dalam slide ke apa ke. Make sure ada contribution setiap ahli kumpulan tu. Okay. Saya nak berhenti sampai di sini. Kelas kita sampai 12.15. Maksudnya lebih kurang 40 minit lagi. Yang itu saya akan minta kamu discuss ni lah. Jadi saya letak dalam Google Classroom. So 45 minit ni adalah untuk discussion, group discussion kamu. Boleh?
Boleh puan.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so kita punya kelas untuk bersama-sama dalam Google Meet ni sampai di sini saja. So the next adalah untuk asynchronize di Google Classroom. Kamu boleh buka Google Classroom sekejap lagi. Saya masukkan soalan dan boleh terus buat dalam tempoh 45 minit ni. Tak payahlah tunggu waktu lain nak buat kan. Waktu kelas saya ni terus siapkan. Okay, itu saja. Terima kasih. Sekejap saya screenshot je. Okay. Okey. Itu saja dan boleh bersurai. Sekian, terima kasih.
Pergi puan.
Terima kasih puan.
Terima kasih puan.
Puan.
Terima kasih puan.
Terima kasih puan.